So today, we're taking Pyromancer's iconic weapon, the Burning Blade, which is all about heat stacking, and we're putting it on the Ranger. We throw in some dragons and suddenly this build is tearing through opponents fast. But anyways, let's jump in and see how crazy this gets. Okay, let's go jump some ranked games with a random character and see what we're gonna get today. So it looks like we're playing the Ranger. And that is mad, we actually started with a Ruby Egg. I don't think I've actually ever started with a Ruby Egg before. So what sort of build do we want to go with dragons here? We probably want to go for a big bowl of treats. To be honest, we probably want to go with this item so we trigger pets multiple times. And then we probably actually want to go for probably something like a Falcon Blade would be nice with a card cupboard with some dragons. Could be awesome. We could also go for a Sunrow Stick type build since this does reflect a bunch of debuffs. Potentially. Maybe even Poison Spear. Poison Spear with the Dragon Egg is also pretty darn good too. So we're definitely going to grab ourselves this wooden sword. I'm going to grab the banana since it's on sale. I'm going to grab a garlic and I'm going to roll once here. And I was really hoping for an extra bit of storage, which we did not get. We can actually take this and craft up a burning coal here. And I'm going to roll once more and get our storage. We just can't really afford that right now. The question is, do we sell our big old banana for ourselves a little short bow here? Although we could sell our starved courage and this little chip topaz to grab this leather bag. But then what's the point? We have everything that we want to add in. It's just that this is not the greatest round. We get a little bit of heat, reflect some debuffs. It's not really all too special here. I think I do want to grab the short bow. I do want to grab the storage and I'm going to move on with this. So maybe we actually want the garlic. The garlic is a little bit faster than the banana. To be honest, this does give us a heal though. And stamina is not going to be too much of an issue since we only have a wooden sword here. We are going to reflect the blind our opponent does inflict on us, which is actually really, really awesome here, but these two shiny shells, that armor as well, yeah, unfortunately, we just could not keep up no matter what the frick we did there. And that's kind of insane. How about just an insane amount of heat from the get-go, especially since it is on sale. Yeah, I'm going to grab both of these. Now, I kind of want to sell this to roll again, and I really, really want to grab ourselves potentially a Burning Blade. Burning Blade dragons with the Ranger could be insane. Genuinely insane. Now we got an insane amount of heat actually. 10 heat is crazy this early on. If we find one chili, we do cleanse any debuffs our opponent does inflict on us. But we also just reflect that blind here. But right now, yeah, it's still not looking too good. This Ruby Egg not really paying off for us, but it is about to hatch. That is Ruby Egg. Another thing is, I'm going to grab more storage here. I want to grab more storage. I do want to craft up a hero sword here. So we did lose our first 2 rounds getting this Ruby all online, but we should be in a much, much better spot with this dragon. And I'm going to reserve the chili pep here. I kind of want to reserve the fanny pack too. And yeah, I'm going to be moving on. So we'll see how we get on with Ruby up. You're going to be dealing 5 to 10 damage at 4.4 DPS. With another 4 point DPS between our 2 other weapons. So yeah, this is definitely looking a hell of a lot better. For sure. Now, if we're going for Burning Blade with dragons, we don't necessarily want blood manipulation here. We don't want vampirism. We're not going to be healing. Nourish, please, is it's almost counterintuitive to what we're trying to do. We're trying to burst down enemies while stacking up a bunch of heat. Superspacious, on the other hand, makes our whole setup move a little bit faster if we set up properly. So I'm thinking about actually taking here. Let's grab you. Let's also grab you. I'm going to roll. We get our whetstone, which I'm going to have to take in the next runs. And yeah, I'm going to be venturing on with this for now. Superspacious to be triggering our weapons here 10% faster. Specifically our dragon here. We want our dragon to be attacking as fast as possible. Also the hero sword's not touching our little short bow. But we just want our dragon to be doing as much damage as possible, and hell yeah, not too bad. I'm going to grab the whetstone. I'm going to grab this bit of storage. I'm going to grab a lump of coal and I'm going to roll again. And do we take the gloves, go for a Falcon Blade as a backup? Or do we keep rolling? I think I'm going to roll once more here. Early mana orb is absurd. Now it's going to be quite difficult after this round to actually find our whetstone. So I'm thinking about selling another flame to roll once. And a stamina stack is a little bit too difficult to pass up here. Maybe sell our potion belts. To be honest, I'm going to do that. So we can sell one more flame to roll once more, and that's that whetstone. And a pair of gloves on sale for 2 is kind of crazy here. So yeah, I'm going to move on with this for now. I'm only going to be targeting our dragon with our hero sword here. We should get the damage on our little short bow as well. And yeah, I'm kind of down for it. Now, do we actually want the gloves here? Honestly, we could take it, but I don't think I'm actually going to. I'm just going to take our West Sun. We're going to get a Hero's Longsword. We're going to get our Burning Blade crafted up. And our Dragon should be traveling a little bit faster right now, 1.3 seconds. But this point is dealing some big damage, and they do have a Shell Totem for a little bit of heals here. But can we keep up? We got a ton of heat here. And you know what? It's looking super close and just barely surviving here. But not too bad. Now, hell yeah, I'm going to be crafting up here Longsword. I'm also going to grab more storage even though it's not on sale. We're going to add in 2 flames. And yeah, I'm going to be moving on. For sure, once we get this crafted up, that's going to be incredibly awesome for us. We also increase the speed of our Dragon just a bit more by having Superspacious here. Down to 1.28 seconds. Although, that's a crazy setup on our opponent's side. And unfortunately, that was a genuine crazy setup. Tusk, Piercer into Spear. That's a crazy absurd amount of damage. And how many times am I going to say crazy? Too many. Now, I do want to grab ourselves another chili here. Grab the chili, let's roll again. And I do want to grab more storage. Now, it's also giving us an eye lamp, it's also giving us gloves again. And also Bloody Amulet, which I don't necessarily want the Bloody Amulet here. I do, however, want to grab this because I do want to craft up good old Burning Blade here. And keeps wanting to take gloves. Do I still want the eye lamp? I'm not sure if I even do want the eye lamp here. I'm going to take a Lucky Glove for now so we get a little bit more crit chance on our weapons, and I'm going to move on. Now, are we going to be able to take on a shielded opponent? Well, lucky for us, our Dragon is going to be a ranged weapon along with our little short bow. And we should have a lot of flat damage here. For sure. Lots of heat. And yeah, it's looking pretty good for us. Amazing even. We got our life back. And hell yeah, we got our Burning Blade. Now again, we're going Burning Blade Dragons on the Ranger. Let's take our big bowl of treats here. It does give us a flame up. It is going to be a lot of stamina. I'm going to take it. I do want to grab the rat as well. I wish we had one set of freaking regeneration here. That way we could craft up a rat chef and keep our stamina going really, really awesomely too. We are going to lose a lot of value on our Superspacious by having it this way. Now, I do want to grab all of those. I do want to grab the rat just in case we come across a freaking set of regen. And I am going to move on with this for now. And I just realized our turnip is not inside a ranger bag. So we don't get crit chance on this, which is super unfortunate. That's me moving a little bit too fast, but our Dragon still should be going really, really fast here. And has a 20% chance to activate twice, dealing some big, big damage as well. I know what? Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Awesome even. But speaking of crazy, that is a freaking pineapple, which I'm going to be taking. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to sell the garlic here and one flame because I do want to grab this stamina stack. Pretty darn bad. But yeah, it's kind of awesome. We did get a flame up. We could also go for an Obsidian Dragon. The reason to go for the Obsidian Dragon is it does get a lot more damage. But that's about it. 8 more gold for double the damage. You know, I'm kind of down for it. Kind of down for it. Let's keep moving for now. It does take up a lot more space though. And we'll see. We do start off with 10 heats. And we should be able to get a crap ton more heat. And that's an insane amount of damage. And holy moly. Yeah, our defense is pretty low right now. Now, out of all these options, I'm probably actually going to take Bagtacular here. It's crazy good with Superspacious. We definitely want to be finding a lot of stamina stacks. And absurd amounts of Protect Little Purses. So yeah, let's take that. Let's take our Draconic Orb. Let's roll. Fanny Pack is amazing. I'm going to sell one flame to roll again. And I was kind of hoping to craft up a Squirrel Archer, but I think I might actually sell it here. Call it to roll again. And I'm going to take this bag for now. Now, if we do want more defenses, we probably want to grab ourselves a Sun Armor here. So we might actually have to take this next runs with our bag. We could also take another chili or another pineapple, which I'm not going to. I'm going to move on with this. Now we're going to be dealing with a hammer dagger type build with enchanted weapons. Potentially, we do a lot of damage. That's for sure. But hey, not too bad. We also take a lot of damage too. But we've got our Obsidian Dragon, which is going to be awesome here. And we definitely need that storage. I really did want the Rat Chef. I really did want the Holy Armor, but we really can't afford it right now. But unfortunately, I'm going to sell a rat here to take it. I do want the carrot. If we stack up luck, would be awesome, but honestly, I don't think we're actually going to want to take it. Now, Obsidian Dragon is going to get a big old crate to our Burning Blade, which is kind of nice here. But it is going to do a lot more damage as well. So all in all, it shouldn't be too bad here. Potentially. Our opponent is surviving though with that double X. But hell yeah, not too bad. We just barely survived once again. But we could take this, hoping for Amid Wilds. Amid Feasting is actually pretty decent as well. I'm going to roll here. More storage is always amazing. Also, we definitely want this so we don't get bursted down ourselves. For now though, I'm going to be crafting up good old Sun Armor. Also, Regen if we want to try to go for that Rat Chef. But I don't think I'm actually going to. So we'll see how we get on with this for now. Our opponent is crafting up something similar, except they do have a turnip instead of a flame up here. So they're actually going to be stacking up a lot of spikes. But can we keep up? Once we get our Sun Armor in, we have the potential to get an insane amount of heat stacked up from the beginning. And not too bad. Speaking of not too bad, there's the Torn Bloom. Also, we can craft up a Stone Helmet here, which I'm kind of down for. I'm going to roll again. Another Fanny Pack, even though it's not on sale, it's not ideal, but we're going to take it. We're going to roll again. And I don't necessarily want to use our Fanny Pack on our Sun Armor here. Now the thing is, the Phoenix is a pet as well. So we do have a 20% chance to activate our Phoenix as well. Do we actually want this though? It will be a lot more damage, but we end up eating up a lot more of our life. We do Resurrect as well. But it is a lot of storage. Maybe I don't take it just yet. I'm going to move on. We only have 3 fire items for Sun Armor, being our Dragon, our Burning Blade, and our Flame. But once we get more storage, we can actually place our Burning Coals around it, as well as some heat that we do get as well. We've got tons of heat, tons of block, and it's not looking too bad here. That is for sure, and amazing. Not too bad. Now crazy, another Dragon is exactly what we want, that's for sure. But let's grab this Fanny Pack. Let's grab this, let's grab a Dragon Egg. If we want good old Dragon Egg to hatch up, we do need it in here. It's going to be another fire item, which is amazing too. Now we get 1 star slot. It does increase the speed of our burning our Sun Armor as well as our Sitting Dragon, although we could place in an extra flame at the cost of 10% speed of our Dragon. Potentially, I do want to sell 1 flame so we get ourselves another Burning Coal. That's for sure. Now I actually want to place them in our armor so we resist a bunch of coal stacking builds, because there has been a lot of coal stacking builds lately. So yeah, I'm kind of down for it. And yeah, let's keep moving for now. Once we get our Dragon hatched up, we're going to be in such a fantastic spot here. But can we take on this double shield, piercing arrow, magic staff type build with eye lamp and a Jinx lamp as well? They're going to be stacking up a lot of max life. But we got tons of heat and our Dragon is going to be doing insane damage potentially. Although, that magic staff is also doing insane damage. And yeah, we just could not keep up with that, unfortunately. Now, we do want to grab the shields, but we need a lot more storage. I think I'm going to grab the storage for now. Do we grab ourselves Draconic Orb here to craft up a second Obsidian Dragon? You know what, I'm going to. We're going to have 2 Obsidian Dragons. And yeah, going to be venturing on. Now, is this going to be good enough here? We did get smashed by the last opponent. Our opponent is going to have a lot of poison stacking. And a lot of max life. But so far it's not looking too bad. We're after dealing some big damage. And hell yeah, not too bad. Now maybe we should take our points and run. But our build is not doing too bad. 100 DPS per second is kind of awesome, not gonna lie. As for heals, almost 16 heal per second. It's not great. As for block, yeah, 180 block gained is not great either. But we are about to get our Dragon soon enough. So I am going to continue on for right now. And I said soon enough, I literally meant this round. Now I did want this for more defense, for Sun Shields. I'm going to take here, I'm going to roll though. And this is not exactly the storage I was looking for, but yeah, I'll have to take here. Protectable Purse is always what we want actually. But I think for now, we are going to move on with this. Once we get our Sun Shield crafted up, we do block a lot of range damage. We also get a lot more block. We also want our Stone Helmet over beside our Sun Shield as well. But yeah, I'm going to be rocking on with this for now. I still want our Protectable Purse because that is going to be 30 block. And we'll see. Can we take on this Spike Staff Torn Bloom type setup? You take a lot less damage with the Stone Helmet, and we do need to find ourselves some crit chance here. We got an insane amount of heats. We should be doing a lot more damage with our Dragons, especially now that we have 2 as well. So you know what? It's not looking too bad here. And amazing. Awesome even. The only problem with the Obsidian Dragon is now it is going to be a lot more difficult to fit in properly. Now I don't really want to take potion belts, but we kind of have to here. Jinx Lamp is also pretty darn awesome too. Just so we have more consistent spike gain. So I'm going to take this potion belts. I'm going to take this protectable purse. I'm going to grab this flame though, and I'm going to place it in here for now, and I'm going to keep rolling. You being on sale for 2 is awesome, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford it. I mean, to fit it in actually. We also got that Phoenix once again. But I think I'm going to continue to roll here. Fanny pack is awesome. I definitely want to grab that too. And you know what? I think I'm going to take this Cell Blueberries. It does give us cheese for max life stacking if you do want that as well. It could be kind of nice. I did want to sell Blueberries, so that way we stack up a bunch of luck. Potentially. Yeah, for now I'm going to move on with this. I'm not going to take the cheese. We should be in a pretty good spot here. We should be able to get quite a bit of heats. We are going to begin a Katana who is going to be removing a lot of our buffs and a lot of scaling damage. But can we burst him down before that becomes super prevalent here? Yeah, it definitely looks like so. And amazing. Not too bad here. I wish we could have taken this dragon literally last round. I say last round. I wish we could hatch up this dragon before this final round. So we had another dragon here. With 2 obsidian dragons, with a flame burning blade type builds, with the big ball of streets. Yeah, it's not too bad. The only thing is defenses, but the sun armor, with the sun shield and a stone helmet, putting in a lot of work for us too. Also, Superspacious with Bagtacular combo, kind of awesome. Even though we do got a lot of bag potion belts, which is not what we want. Stamina stacks is amazing, but protectable purses is crazy good. Now, I can imagine actually getting rid of our sun armor and our sun shield and taking a King Goobert here. For a lot of defenses would have been awesome as well. A second sun shield, honestly, it would be straight up nuts. I'm going to take the flame though. I'm going to keep it moving for now. We got ourselves a turn up. Rat Chef would have been awesome too. Would have been stacking up some of our freaking... Now here's the problem. We did get a crit chance, which is exactly what I was looking for, but how are we going to fit this in? I definitely want to buy it, but we need crits on all our stuff here. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way that we can touch all our stuff off our Burning Blade to get that bunch of damage and get a crit chance on everything here. But we do want our Obsidian Dragon most of all. We also still want to get our guaranteed crits on our Burning Blade, so we do kind of want to switch around to this side. The problem is, I do want our Fanny Packs targeting our Dragon more so than our Flame here. Now, honestly, we could actually sell our Superspacious here. We could sell it because, yeah, we're not actually making use of that speed. And I don't really plan on making use of that speed. Am I crazy for selling it? I don't think so. You for a bit more extra heat would be nice too. And I do want to add this flame in here so we have max value on our sun armor, which should be awesome. We definitely want our luck as well. And would love more ways to stack up our luck here because we only have a 5% crit chance with this for now. Now I did move our ranger bag in here. That is still going to be 12% crit chance from the very beginning on all our weapons. Even though this doesn't have crit chance specifically from this, it's still going to have 12% crit chance, which is nice. And any bit of luck we do stack up, it is going to be another 3%, which is going to be pretty darn good. Now, are we going to be able to survive here? We're going to move on. Can we win out? We'll see. We are going to begin another Burning Blade type builds with the Friendly Fire. Now, they start off with 18 heat. We start off with 21, which is awesome. And who's going to be able to stack up more heat here? Us or them? The problem is, if they get 60 heat, they're going to deal some big damage. But we genuinely have some insane defenses with that Sun Shields, that Stone Helmet, and amazing. Not even close here. So we actually end up with 141 DPS. The Acorn Collar really didn't add much here. We only had 1 luck the entire time, to be honest. But those Obsidian Dragons doing some insane damage for us, along with a Flame and a Burning Blade as well. As for heals, we end up with 15 healing per second once again, no max life gains. And as for block, we end up with about 225 block gained, which is not too bad. It's not insane by any means, but those protectable purses start to add up. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, yeah, we blocked 11 DPS per second. But anyways, Obsidian Dragons, big bowl of treats, not looking too bad here. We did survive 2 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. +9. Not too bad. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, can't we deal with the big old Busted Blade with Knife Team Ichu? This big old Busted Blade is going to do some insane damage, actually. And we'll see. That's some big old crits. But hell yeah, we also do some insane damage. Okay, can we take on a heavy drinking potion explosion type build with a Dead Sight and a Serpent Staff here? Potentially, it's going to be a lot of poison stacking, that's for sure. Upwards of 80 poison. They are surviving for quite some time, and you know what? It was looking super close there. Holy moly. Now, can we deal with a Crossblades pop with the Holy Spear as well? This is actually looking like a kind of insane build. They do get their invulnerabilities, survive for quite some time, and they're dealing some big damage to us. And they're taking a lot less damage during the battle rage, so we could actually end up losing here. It's looking super close. we just barely survived. That build looked like a hell of a lot of fun.